He immediately aimed and fired at Officer Jarrott as the officer was walking back toward the patrol car. Officer Jarrott quickly ducked and fell backward. Quaver continued firing multiple rounds at Jarrott, who was struck and killed on the spot. Quaver then moved closer, walking up to the front of the vehicle and fired directly into the back of Jarrott's head at very close range. On the afternoon of the 4th of February 2021, on Interstate 10 eastbound near Deming, New Mexico, a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a tragedy. New Mexico State Police Officer Darian Jarrott stopped a white Chevrolet pickup truck driven by 39-year-old Omar Felix Quaver because the windows were tinted too dark, a legitimate reason for a stop under U.S. traffic law. Officer Jarrott politely asked Quaver for his documents, driver's license, vehicle registration, and insurance. Officer Jarrott then asked Quaver to turn off the engine and accompany him to the patrol car so his information could be checked. Under the law, during a lawful traffic stop, police have the authority to ask a driver to step out of the vehicle to ensure safety and conduct further checks. Quaver got out of the car but unexpectedly pulled out an AR-15 style rifle. He immediately aimed and fired at Officer Jarrott as the officer was walking back toward the patrol car. Officer Jarrott quickly ducked and fell backward. Quaver continued firing multiple rounds at Jarrott, who was struck and killed on the spot. Quaver then moved closer, walking up to the front of the vehicle and fired directly into the back of Jarrott's head at very close range. This act constituted a deliberate, deadly weapon attack on an officer performing his duties. Under U.S. law, as established by the principle in Graham v. Connor, when a suspect uses a deadly weapon to attack police, officers are authorized to use deadly force to protect their own lives. In this case, however, Officer Jarrott had no chance to react, as he was caught completely by surprise. A Homeland Security investigations agent arrived at the scene and reported an officer down. An emergency alert was immediately broadcast to all state and local law enforcement agencies. Quaver fled eastbound on Interstate 10. Two New Mexico State Police officers, Lionel Palomares and Sonny Montes, quickly located and intercepted him near mile marker 116. Quaver stopped his vehicle and immediately opened fire on the two officers. They returned fire, but Quaver continued to flee. A large-scale pursuit followed, involving multiple agencies: the Las Cruces Police Department, the Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office, and the U.S. Border Patrol. Quaver continued fleeing along the highway. Near the Picacho exit mile marker 135, police deployed tire deflation devices to slow the vehicle down, but Quaver kept driving. Several officers fired shots during the pursuit in an effort to stop him. Near mile marker 140, Las Cruces police officer Adrian de la Garza performed a pursuit intervention technique (PIT) maneuver to force Quaver's vehicle to a stop. Before the vehicle came to a complete stop, Quaver opened the door and jumped out, still armed, and fired multiple shots at the officers and deputies. Officer de la Garza, along with deputies Diego Herrera and Obed Mate, returned fire. Quaver was struck by multiple rounds and died at the scene. Officer de la Garza was also struck by gunfire but suffered only a minor injury. He was taken to the hospital and later released safely. The entire incident was captured on Officer Jarrott's body-worn camera as well as other cameras. The investigation was led by the New Mexico State Police Investigations Bureau with the participation of multiple agencies. This was a deliberate attack on an officer performing his duties, resulting in the tragic death of Officer Darian Jarrott, a dedicated officer who had served since 2015, leaving behind 3 young children and an expectant 4th child on the way. The incident began as a simple traffic stop over tinted windows, but quickly escalated into a massacre solely because the suspect was armed and chose to attack a police officer. Under the law, police have the right to stop a vehicle, request that the driver exit, and conduct checks. When a suspect uses a weapon to attack, law enforcement is authorized to respond with force to protect life. The subsequent pursuit was also entirely lawful, since Quaver had fled after attacking an officer.